It is 6:44 Arizona. The child care crisis here in our state, it is real. These exorbitant costs have pushed so many people out of the workforce and really put a strain on Arizona families. There is a new plan. It is being proposed. It is called Bright Futures AZ, and it is a proposal from our governor, Katie Hobbs, who joins us live in studio right now. First of all, I want to thank you for being here. You're a mom. I'm a mom. This is something I think all parents can really relate to.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, families are paying more for childcare annually than they would pay for tuition at our state universities.
I mean, that is tragic, right? And we've got a lot of single parents who are just trying to get the day-to-day done. It's really hard, though, to go to work when you're worried about where your kids are being cared for.
Yeah, so the cost is out of control and makes it out of reach for so many people, but we also have trouble with people finding availability of quality care. And so our plan works to address that. There's several components. The most important piece, I think, is the public-private partnership that would cut the cost for families up to 2/3, with employer paying a third of the cost, the state paying a third of the cost, and the family picking up that other third.
There are some real incentives, tax breaks for companies that do get on board with this. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so our plan also includes incentives for businesses to expand existing childcare options that they provide in-house for their employees, or to start to provide those if they don't already. We knew that we had to bring employers into this conversation because this is an issue for families, but it is also a huge issue for employers. You talked about workforce and employers experiencing all kinds of economic disruptions because of childcare issues of their employees.
I know that you've had a tour all over the state. You've been talking to parents. You've also been talking to business leaders. Are there any companies that are on board, assuming this does go through?
There are companies that are already offering childcare, and so we've highlighted those as models that are very successful. Those employers talk about how beneficial it is for employee retention. The employees I talk to that use these programs say it is a game changer for them. It has kept them in their jobs. It's kept them driving further to jobs because the childcare is such a great benefit. So we're looking to replicate some of those and give other companies ideas about how they can offer those options as well.
Oh, we've got a lot of big business coming to Arizona, so that could be an incentive as well. So we have taken some viewer questions, and I'm just going to share some of them with you. Crystal wrote in saying, your proposed budget sets aside $100 million for childcare, but is that enough money to meet the scale of demand long term, or is this just a starting point?
It's certainly a starting point. We expect the need for child care to just continue to grow, and so we're projecting into the future what we need to build now to meet those needs in the future. It's certainly a starting point, but hopefully a very solid starting point.
Yeah, well, and again, business is a huge part of this, right, to try to help sort of offset some of the costs. Mary wrote in saying this plan includes support for after school and summer programs. What does that look like and when?
Yeah, so that program, or that part of the program is for grants to expand existing or build new after school and summer programs for kids. So if that's approved, it would be in this year's budget, kicking in July 1st.
And we'll talk about when that might be approved here momentarily. Another question, this one from Bob, North Central Phoenix, says, as a single working parent, child care is my biggest expense. Under your plan, who qualifies for this help, and how much money will I save every month?
So for the public-private partnership component of the plan, it would be income up to $150,000. So that would capture a lot of families who need it right now. And I forgot the second part of the question.
When?
Oh, yeah, again, starting the fiscal year July 1st after the budget's approved.
Okay, and finally, what happens next, and how likely is it that this will pass, and what is your message to lawmakers, because we know that they hold the purse strings right now?
Yeah, no, it is all hands on deck to get this over the finish line in the budget conversation, and we are hopefully starting that process very soon.
Okay, right, the budget talks typically happen as we move into our summer months.
Yeah.
Governor Katie Hobbs, pleasure to have you here. Thank you for answering these questions and for being willing to let our viewers ask you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Megan?